everyone, welcome to the Captain's videoweblog. We are Saturday, September the 24th, 2016. Yeah. I always feel compelled to say, yeah, actually we are Sunday, but when I think about it, I should really only say that when it's obviously daytime, because at the end of the day, I'm talking about stuff, in the video blog I'm always talking about stuff that happened during the day that I say we are, even if we are not on that day anymore. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, we're Sunday morning, it's like 4 in the morning, no big deal. It's just one thing that bothers me always, and that's I'm always very wary of when I'm in the kind of situation when early in the evening I feel like falling asleep. It's that I actually fall asleep, but I wake up way late at night. It's happened quite a few times in the past few months. Like I remember clearly when I woke up and there was this plate full of rice and it was 6 in the morning, and I was like, I fell asleep right before eating, like not even, I could have left it in the microwave or anything. No. I made the effort of taking it out of the microwave, putting it on the table, and then I said, I'm gonna sleep for a bit before eating. Yeah, right, because that obviously works. But yeah, so I actually slept for a bit. I fell asleep, I would say, a bit before midnight, and I woke up around 2, maybe 2:30. So yeah, but yeah, to be fair, I was, going on maybe 3 hours of sleep for the whole night. Because I tried to fix some stuff, as I said yesterday, or maybe better, as I wrote in the description of yesterday's video blog. I looked a bit into what kind of data I could delete to update my applications, and deleting the data from Firefox proved very successful, actually, as I've been able to update everything that is from Google. So yeah, Google search, Google Chrome was already updated, Google Maps, Gmail, basically everything Google. I didn't update Facebook because Facebook, there's this thing that now it starts sending me notifications telling me, hey, your app is obsolete, please update it. And I'm like, no, fuck you, your app is extremely heavy when it comes to updates. Like the most recent update is around 30 megabytes, and if I update, that means I also have to install fucking Messenger, and I don't want to do that because that's another 30 or 35 megabytes that I have to plan for, and I just don't have that kind of patience, to go ahead and every time that I want to install a new application, delete the data from the Google Play services. It's just something useless. I think that the Google Play services was like one of the apps that got added when I updated the version of Android that's on my phone. That was already 3 years ago, and up until pretty recently, it was always updating fairly easily, fairly by itself, I would say. And now it has stopped. Okay, sure. So yeah. What can I say? Everything is good. I've also found an application, because there is the Google Play Store, and there is the update center of Sony, which always tells you, yeah, this app and this app can be updated, and there's also this one new app that could be good, or maybe a system update. Um, well, for maybe 2 months, there were an update for track ID, which is essentially uh, Sony's proprietary version of Shazam, and the Xperia Lounge that, despite the update that I installed, still needs to be updated because it's still not the most current version. But there's a very cool application that's called What's New. It's got a thing called Instant Games, and I'm like, okay, sure. What is that? Instead of the install button, it has a play button, and I'm like, oh boy. And actually, it's a lot of pretty fairly short games. Games that will probably take you 10 minutes to finish or something like that. But it's a good thing when you've got time to waste, and I think that it only works with an internet connection though, because if you don't install them, it means that it has to go somewhere, because the app is really not heavy. It's like 6 megabits. I'm still not always sure at the install. So obviously it probably goes to look up the data on the internet. Go fetch. So yeah, what can I talk about? It's been a fairly boring day. Like Lyon lost in a similar fashion to Paris against L'Oreal, which means that for the entire first half, Lyon was on the offensive and couldn't find an opening in Lecon's defense of the goal, because in France we have some very good goalkeepers, but they are not consistent. Like there's Lecomte in Lorient, there's Leka in Bastia, and those are always kind of, they are always in the upper tier of goalkeeping. Always, just cannot reach the national team because, well, first off, the three goalkeepers that are chosen for the national team are just up there, and well, some of the better goalkeepers in France are highly, their level is highly inconsistent. It's a fucking yo-yo roller coaster. Can have amazing matches, and then they can also just fuck everything up, like Costil, who is essentially France's number 3 goalkeeper, national team's number 3 goalkeeper, because Ruffier from Saint-Etienne just doesn't want to be called because he doesn't want to basically be a bench hitter. So yeah, he is usually a very good, very athletic goalkeeper. He can make saves that are out of this world, and then he can also have duds like tonight, where Rennes lost 3-0 to Dijon, who were last. But this early in the championship doesn't really count. I mean, Marseille, it's like they are like the first spot out of the relegation zone, and it's not even really over the relegation zone. They are a spot over the playoff, the relegation playoff spot. But that's on goal difference, and they are not even tied for being last, because like I think Nancy or something like that are last with 4 points, and Marseille have 5 points. So silver linings. Yeah. Oh, speaking about Marseille, I on Wednesday, and what the fuck is up with Twitter? I mean, they they are essentially doing censoring, because I wanted to access. I wanted to. Marseille retweeted something from one of their fans, and what I didn't understand was, they said it was kind of graphical content. They are forced to mask it, and it was a Pepe, a crying Pepe. I was like, "Fuck you, Twitter. You're soft. That's a frog, a cartoon frog. You're better than that, Twitter. Please stop doing that. You are making all the people who are, way too. I mean, at this point, it's just being way too sensitive." Because, oh yeah, it's a symbol of hate. No, it's a meme. What can I say? Take a chill pill. God damn it. Much like YouTube, who introduced the heroes, thing. Who watches the Watchmen? Mass flagging videos will give you points. Yeah, sure, we're monitoring all that. Of course you're not. Social media has turned really pretty toxic, actually, and not because of the people you think would be the responsible for that. Marseille plays against Nantes tomorrow, and there's also a Clash of Champions, but I'm not watching live because kind of hypocrite. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.